Hello, I'm Will Lehman and I'm running for President of the United Auto Workers. Today I want to express my solidarity with the auto parts workers at Ventra and Evart, Michigan, and the GM Subsystems workers at 4 GM plants in Michigan. These workers are battling poverty wages and terrible working conditions imposed on them both by the auto companies and the UAW bureaucracy. They deserve the support of all rank-and-file workers. The ruling class of corporate owners is not going to make concessions anywhere unless forced to by workers. But everywhere workers are blocked from using our strength by corrupt union officials that defend profit, not the needs of their own members. At Ventra, workers rejected by 95% a UAW-backed contract that included below-inflation raises and higher out-of-pocket health care costs. But the last thing UAW President Ray Curry and the rest of the leadership in the misnamed Solidarity House headquarters in Detroit want is a strike at a parts plant. This is the same thing the UAW did at Dana and last year. During a meeting last month, UAW International Rep Dan Koshiba arrogantly told the Ventra workers who only make $14 to $17 an hour that they could not get any higher raises because they are not the Big Three. At GM Subsystems, a subsidiary of GM, the UAW agreed to a backroom deal to get rid of full-time workers and replace them with workers doing the same work for half the pay. With 700 workers ready to walk out last Thursday, the UAW announced a last-minute deal to prevent a strike. UAW VP Terry Ditties even went so far as to instruct GM workers to cross the picket lines of fellow UAW members in the event of a strike. To justify his scabbing, Ditties pointed to the deal the UAW signed with GM in 2019, which was negotiated under the leadership of former UAW President Gary Jones, who was in jail for embezzling our dues money. This alone should invalidate any pro-company policies in the contract. The UAW bureaucracy makes these betrayals as often as it can, while isolating all knowledge of its actions from workers at any other UAW-represented plants. It knows that a strike at a key component plant could quickly shut down the auto industry and spark a revolt among the Big Three Detroit auto workers, who are eager for a fight against tears and inflation consuming their paychecks. Until the 1980s, independent parts workers had nearly as high wages as the Big Three workers. The UAW agreed to cut the wages of parts workers to boost the Detroit automakers' profits, and then backed the GM's and Ford's spinoff of Delphi, Visteon, and American Axle to pit Big Three and parts workers against each other. The Ventra Rank and File Committee made an important point in their statement when they said to workers at the Big Three, "We're all part of one relationship. You can't work without us, and we can't work without you. We all need each other, and we've all got to stick together for solidarity and to make sure we win a better life for ourselves and the whole working class." The Ventra workers have taken the courageous step of building their own rank-and-file controlled committee to continue their fight. I urge all Ventra, Flexengate, and other parts workers to join and expand this committee and fight for a massive wage increase, COLA to meet soaring inflation, and enough time off to spend with their families. The GM Subsystems workers should reject whatever sellout contract the UAW bureaucracy brings them. They should build their own committees to unite with Big Three workers and eliminate all tiers and divisions. I urge you to support the International Workers Alliance of rank-and-file committees to unite workers across industries and countries. Over the last 2 years, we have seen an increase in strikes and other struggles by UAW members, from Volvo Trucks, Dana, and John Deere to the current CNH strike and the fights at Ventra and GM Subsystems. This is part of the growing struggle of the working class across the U.S. and the world. I am running to abolish the pro-company UAW bureaucracy, to put rank-and-file workers in power, and unite the working class to fight for equality for all.